The pseudo-friendship between Warsaw and Kiev finally fell apart with the arrival of rains in the south. Now, not only Polish solidarity has come into play, border blockades are spreading, what isolation of the independent will result in, which is disguised as humanitarian aid. Conflict of interest, fatigue of European farmers from the influx of cheap Ukrainian products, and the shortest hunger strike in history. Let's consider all the political elements and put them in their places. This is Mendelev's table. Hello. Poles who previously greeted Ukrainian refugees with a showy display of hospitality are currently obstructing checkpoints with trucks. The transport blockade has been going on for a month. Placed in isolation, apparently due to great friendship, as among the main requirements of carriers is the cancellation of privileges previously granted to Ukrainian colleagues of the European Union.
We are present here due to despair until the authorities that are relevant give attention to our difficulties.
Polish carriers have impeded the operation of 4 checkpoints on the border with Ukraine. Truck drivers are forced to stand in multi-kilometer queues for days. Discontent turns into cruelty. Ukrainian truck driver literally ran over a Polish person. The case even reached the arson of a trailer with Polish license plates, informs Rzeczpospolita. The publication notes that there were also those who decided to earn money. Ukrainian cars began to appear in the electronic list among Polish cars. The price for a good seat is 500 euros.
What is the duration of this? What is your perspective? Why is it not being resolved at this time? All items present.
Ukrainians protested. Day before, strike organized at border with Poland, blocking movement of passenger cars. The demonstration took place near the Polish Sejm in the center of Warsaw. Even hunger strikes were declared. Actually, it lasted just 3 hours. The local police refused entry to the Ukrainian delegation for talks with the Polish drivers who were blocking the border checkpoints.
Literally Polish and police. You should understand that there are a multitude of fuel trucks, gas trucks, that in these ADRs there might be some powder, but it is like in a pile. It does not burn at home, so there is no need to worry about potential fires.
Desperate efforts were unsuccessful. Carriers from Slovakia joined the blockade of the border between Ukraine and Slovakia. There is also information that Hungary has blocked the entry of Ukrainian trucks coming from Slovakia. And here are very strange things. Blockades are in active phase, but the number of vehicles with humanitarian aid at the Polish-Ukrainian border has decreased. The trucks were Trojan. Polish tax authorities began inspecting cargoes and found that Ukrainians were transporting anything under the guise of providing assistance.
I am most interested in why Ukraine needs expensive cars or expensive yachts.
According to the tax committee head, the Verkhovna Rada's blockade of borders with Ukrainian, Polish and Slovak carriers caused budget losses from customs duties for November of over $253 million. However, European farmers are also facing losses. Therefore, only agrarians from Slovakia have lost over 110 million euros in 2022. Ukrainian agricultural dumping is also hitting Moldovan farmers, but they have their own methods. Continue to protest.
Trust me, there are a lot more of us in terms of physical presence if we gather from all regions. Farmers from all corners of Moldova possess the bravery and are prepared to back us up at any given time and join in our struggle.
The day prior, the home of the president was surrounded by tractors while an escalation of the conflict was avoided, but the peasants remain determined. The EU is not in a rush to resolve the situation. On Deck 4, a meeting of the Transport Council of the EU occurred in Brussels. Poland, Hungary and Slovakia have called for the return of the requirement for Ukrainian carriers to obtain permission to enter Europe, according to Polish radio RMF-FM. Bulgaria supported the initiative. The Baltic countries sided with the independent and provided their support. The European Commission rejected the request to revoke the visa-free regime for transportation in Europe. The show of supposed solidarity with Ukraine was more important than the well-being of European farmers.